The Sunflower State, the site of our class today, and it is poetic that today's game carries that moniker as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. A live look at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Offense in a bunch formation. Hits inside, it's Edwards. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the sack.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square. and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They give it back to him. Sees an alley. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
From the gun, it's Edwards. He's past the sticks. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Marshall. Fires to the tight end. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Fitted in the win. Straight ahead, it's Willis.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they take it in. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Marshall. Right side, it's Willis. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Out wide right, it's Willis. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Willis. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. And the Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. They'll put a stop to that return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McMillan. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. Wide receiver going in motion. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Lets it fly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. RPO complete. Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Throws to the back. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Showing the arm strength to the left. It's caught. Kansas will take a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. No good. There is a flag on the field, so let's see if he gets a do-over.
Personal foul.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Right down the boulevard. The run inside. It's Willis. Still on his feet at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Caught on the RPO. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Brought down by the defense as he barreled forward for a pickup of 9. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Knocked down immediately.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Drops back. It's Marshall. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Quick give. It's Willis.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. 3rd and 7. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Willis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
Makes a grab and room to run. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Rides to the back. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Hits inside, it's Willis. Maybe a crease on the stop.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense,
I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he'll take it in, and now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's Thurman.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Throws it off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm